There are some general guidelines that you will follow when processing a collection. These guidelines help to create a standard look and feel to the catalog records and finding aids produced by the Perry Special Collections. This makes it easier for patrons to find what they are looking for. The following guidelines apply equally to basic, value-added, and item-level processing. Follow all departmental standards for processing materials. There are 4 standards to remember. Generate identification numbers. Create a physical case file and initiate a process maker workflow. Describe the materials in the archivist's toolkit. Use appropriate descriptive standards. Ask your curator for help if you don't know how to proceed. Basic processing involves following these guidelines. Determine if the collection has an original order and what that order is. If the collection has no original order, intellectually arrange the collection into series. If necessary, physically arrange the series within cartons so that you don't have part of one series in several different cartons. Do not arrange materials within the series. Do not organize material within files or rearrange file order. Do not remove paper clips, staples, or other fasteners during minimal processing. You will also not refolder or rehouse the materials into acid-free folders or containers. Value added involves following these guidelines. Do not begin value-added processing if a collection has not been through basic processing. Your curator will identify the series to receive value-added processing and notify you using Process Maker. Create a processing plan for the series to receive value-added processing. Physically arrange the series to the level identified in the processing plan approved by your curator. Rebox and rehouse the materials when appropriate. Replace original file folders with acid-free folders and containers. Containers should be full enough that material does not sag, but not so full that it is difficult to remove and replace folders within the box. Label folders with the collection call number, a brief collection title, for example, Ernest L. Wilkinson Personal Papers becomes Wilkinson Papers. DAX compliant folder title and the box and folder number. Do not remove paper clips, staples, or other fasteners unless they are obviously causing damage to the materials. Don't hunt for these items during value-added processing. Item-level processing involves following these guidelines. Do not begin item-level processing unless the materials have been through basic processing. Your curator will identify materials to receive item-level processing and notify you using Process Maker. Physically arrange the materials into appropriate series if necessary. Label the items and folders containing the items. The following rules should be followed when processing materials at the item level. Replace original file folders with acid-free folders and containers. Use appropriate boxes for oversized materials. Interleave items and label the interleaving paper with the call number, brief collection title, appropriate item level descriptive, standard folder title, box number, folder number, and item number. Do not overstuff folders. Label folders with call number, brief collection title, DAX compliant folder title, box and folder number. Remember that boxes should be full enough that material does not sag, but not so full that it is difficult to remove and replace folders within the box. Make sure that content entries are compliant with the appropriate item-level descriptive standard. Anglo-American Cataloging Rules, 2nd edition, or graphic materials for photograph collections. Archival Moving Image Materials, a cataloging manual, 2nd edition for films. Oral History Cataloging Manual for oral histories. Anglo-American Cataloging Rules, 2nd edition for single manuscripts. Cartographic records for maps and other cartographic material. Anglo-American Cataloging Rules, 2nd edition for electronic records. If you have any questions, please consult your curator.